Hello and welcome everybody to this week's Market Share, the short weekly segment brought to you by MKR, where we bring you all the noteworthy news and updates surrounding digital media and the world today. I'm your host Genevieve, and we've got some fun stories for you today, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about a new app called Be Real and the massive number of downloads it has seen this year. The app is focused on real, authentic connection that differs from the rest of social media platforms we usually talk about on Market Share. You can get a group of friends together, and once a day, the app will choose a time to send a notification to the group. And then you have 2 minutes to share a photo of what you're doing, which you can then react to with emojis. This has allowed over 7 million people to take a step away from the curated feeds of the most popular influencers and actually experience something real on social media. As we know, Meta tries to utilize similar features from any app that's doing well. And there are 3 main reasons Be Real may be its next victim. 1, they've had a 315% increase in downloads this year. 2, they're ranked 4th by downloads in the US, the UK, and France for Q1 2022, behind only Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. And 3, we all know Mark Zuckerberg is going after a younger audience, and the platform skews heavily Gen Z in the app's home country of France. So needless to say, we would not be surprised to see some similar features on Facebook or Instagram in the near future. Next up, let's talk about how online shoppers are finding inspiration and how Google is helping them do it. People shop across Google more than 1 billion times a day, and Google would like to think it has a pretty good sense of what they're looking for. They know what's trending, but they wanted to know more about how people find inspiration when they're shopping for all different types of products. There were 4 main findings that they discovered. 1, shopping isn't always a checklist. Most shoppers looking for fashion, beauty, and home items spend up to 2 weeks researching products before they buy. But 65% are just online shopping for fun, maybe having the occasional browsing session here and there. Google uses this to their advantage by adding more browsable search results so you can get that visual stimulation you're looking for, along with the helpful information Google's known for. 2, inspiration can strike anywhere. Whether you spot some great street style or you're browsing through a boutique online, Google Lens helps people shop as soon as they find their new obsession. 3, sometimes words aren't enough. I think a lot of people have had the experience of mixing and matching keywords until you find something that is still not quite what you're looking for. With the multi-search feature on Google Lens, you can use keywords in conjunction with a photo to help narrow down your search. And 4, trying before you buy matters. Among regular beauty shoppers, 60% have decided not to buy online because they don't know what shade to choose. With AR beauty experiences, you can virtually discover and try on products from companies like Maybelline, MAC, and Charlotte Tilbury, so you can find the perfect shade without leaving bed. I think we can expect to see even more features in the future as e-commerce continues to boom. Third up today, let's talk about Meta and their Share to Reels option for third-party developers to fuel Reels usage. We've been talking about short-form video forever, and now Meta has made it even easier to share creations from non-Meta apps directly to Facebook Reels. Once integrated, some third-party apps will have a Share to Reels button, so people can customize with Reels editing tools like audio, text, effects, captions, and stickers. Meta's hoping this will increase Reels usage and create a smoother process so creators won't have to manually download their content and then re-upload to Reels later. Meta has announced new integrations with Smule, Vita, and Viva Video in the hopes that more options for creators will equate to broader awareness of the Reels platform. Reels is almost certainly a direct copy of TikTok, and this is not the first time that Meta has done something like this. We can throw it back to the days when Facebook and Instagram adapted the Stories feature to their platforms, therefore taking away any uniqueness of the feature from Snapchat. By adding more integration options to support Reels usage, we expect that many more platforms will be looking for a way to get their hands on this specific integration. Now let's finish out strong with one last story about Meta, and you guessed it, the Metaverse. The vodka company Absolut did a pretty cool thing in the Metaverse this week to hype up the brand's long sponsorship of Coachella. Absolut Land is a virtual installation that's aimed to mix the brand's real and virtual presence, meaning that people can access it at home or they can go to the Absolut tent at Coachella to check it out. People who visit the tent will be able to tend bar in the virtual worlds and distribute wearables to anyone joining from home. So what does this Metaverse activation include? On floor 1, a virtual bartender gives out wearables and real-life cocktail recipes flash across a large screen. Then you can take the anti-gravity chamber up to floor 2 to guide your avatar through a gallery of some of the most famous Absolut ads and take selfies. Up to floor 3, you can explore the rainbow-themed Pride Room that rewards people for sharing about their experience on social media. And then on the roof, you can listen to Swedish House Mafia's new album, Paradise Again. When thinking about the e-commerce options available, users won't be able to actually buy a bottle of Absolut with the activation, but they may be able to receive a free NFT designed by Susan Alexandra that will hopefully encourage people to both show up and share their experience on social media. With a new focus by Meta on their creator funding programs, it looks like maybe the next time we visit Absolut Land, there may be something we can actually buy from all sorts of creators on the platform. Now, I know you're disappointed we didn't talk about Elon Musk pulling out of Twitter, but we couldn't be that predictable. That's all for this week's Market Share. My name's Genevieve, and I'll see you all next week. So you can find the perfect shade without even leaving, no.
Can that be a blooper?
I'm so upset. Meta has announced new integrations with Smule. Okay, sorry, can someone, is that the correct, is that how you pronounce that?